say hello. So welcome everyone to Murder with My Sister.
I'm Marie.
I'm Lisa. And we're here.
Welcome,
Welcome. You
bitches.
guys, you caught us right in the middle of a conversation. I was just complaining because my niece, the beautiful and talented Alexis Guerrero, didn't return a phone call that I made to her the other day. And my
I
sister is her
texted.
mother. So
Well,
I'm
I
kind what
texted
so is
her
it am
over
I
an hour
telling
ago,
on
and
her?
she hasn't. I texted her over an hour ago, and she hasn't
You
responded.
you'd be like, Aunt Cisa told on you.
Do I need to call
Because
the
that's what I feel
police?
like I'm doing. You know, the last time she didn't return one of my phone calls, I texted you,
Oh
then I
yeah, I
texted
remember
Rod,
this.
and then Rod's like, "Oh, she's at a funeral today," and I was like, "Oh God, damn it!"
Now, to be fair, I don't know that she's at a funeral.
not at 7:30. Okay, she might be. I
She
was gonna
could
say
be at a
not at
wedding.
7:30 on a Friday night.
Could she be at a wedding?
You
She
can
had a lot
text
of
somebody
weddings
back
this
on a
year.
Friday night if you're at a
I
wedding.
mean, I don't
What
know.
are you even doing right now?
Alexis Marie Guerrero, call your aunt
God,
for the love of
God.
God.
Alexis, am I on the microphone the right way? Did I do the right distance? Also, Alexis is trying to help us not suck. So thank you for that.
We are paying attention. Oh, we didn't get the etiquette flags.
Um,
Etiquette. You got one? Oh,
I
shit.
didn't. I got a whole paddle.
I need a paddle.
I was gonna mail you one, but I just got it like today. Can I mail you one? Because
Yeah.
it is a dry erase, so
I
we
was
can
going to
write
say, can I
different
write on it?
messages. Yes,
Yes.
but we could change it instead of saying etiquette. It could be like shut the
Shut the
fuck up.
fuck up.
Right. Oh. Mm. There is
That's what
that same womb
happens.
thing.
That's what
That's the
happens.
same womb.
That's what
What's
happens.
even more funny is that I was about to call you out on the fact that you very rarely curse. I was listening to some of the episodes.
Really?
Because, guys, remember I told you I listen to all of them just to make sure
The
like
name
that
of
we
this one
didn't.
is the Gainesville AssHat. Did you
Okay,
see
this
it?
is where I was going to make fun of you. Oh, my God, I didn't. You literally, I was listening to them and you're like, well, he's just a poopy diaper. Oh, he's just a bag of skin. And I'm like, as I'm listening to this, I'm like, what is she doing? Like, does she know we can curse? I
Okay,
mean, I
wait.
know I overcurse, but then
Do you
are you
remember?
undercompensating? Because you're like,
No, I
well,
thought.
that doo-doo head. Like, it's just like you won't. I'm like, what is she doing?
No, I thought I was swearing plenty, but maybe not.
Oh,
Okay,
I
do
don't
you
think so.
remember when we went to Milwaukee and we saw Karen and Georgia in concert in live production?
So good.
So good.
It was so good. It was such
And
a fun time.
they called like people up to the stage who had like their own
I
little stories.
remember that.
Do you
Was a
remember?
teacher? She was a teacher, wasn't she?
What did she say?
Hang on. Not Knucklehead,
Nope.
which is one of my all-time favorites. Tell me.
What a crumb.
What a crumb.
He was a crumb.
Oh, he was a crumb. That's what you remind me of. You're like a little school marm who you're like, you're just a bad duty poo. Oh my God, are you Kathy Bates
I wouldn't mind
in
it.
Misery?
She's pretty
What
cool.
was you duty head?
Yeah,
Kathy
she
Bates
did have
is
some good
awesome.
ones. Yeah,
Kathy
Bates
Bates
is fucking awesome.
awesome.
I'd be okay with that.
Okay, so here's what I was going to save to tell you that I'm going to make you so mad about. My sister and I, that's not true. I was talking to my sister about how we have a tendency to talk over each other. And I was like, we got to figure something out. So
I think it
when
goes
I
well.
called you, I know. When I called you, I don't. When I called you the other day and I was like, this is my constructive criticism. And then I started talking and I was like, how's your story going? Because have we decided on a format?
You know what? We both just prepare.
Okay, so we're going to prepare and we're both going to talk. And I told my sister where I was headed with my type of research. And then I look at her document today because I did. And I was
Because
like,
you stalk me on the
because
Google
I was
Doc.
going to copycat you. I saw your document and I'm like, 12 pages?
I
And then
won't
it has
talk about
all the
all of
stuff
it.
I was going to do. And I'm like, well, this bitch thought she was going to fucking outdo me. So I don't know if you opened it, but I put all of my stuff in purple.
Oh, shit. No, I didn't open it yet.
So here's the other thing. Oh, you didn't even know that I did that to you.
No, but I just pulled
literally
it up.
just opened yours and I'm like, well, if
you
you're
had your own.
I did, and I just put it all in yours. So, and I told Eric's I was coming up here and he's like, "So did you have time to prepare your story?" And I'm like, "No, I just copied my sister's."
Do you know why I have so many pages?
Because you're an overachiever and you wanna
No.
fucking show me up?
No,
Why?
because I thought that you had when I talked to you, you had watched a podcast. You had watched something, you had
So
listened to 3
many.
podcasts.
I listened to
I
3.
I had not,
I
and
had
I was
not?
like I was like, "I better get on it because she's gonna make
Uh-huh.
me look like a fool. A fool, a fool, I tell you."
So, I listened to 3 podcasts and 2 episodes and articles, and I
Ugh.
called my sister and I was like, "I hate this man. I hate him on a level that is
Mhm.
just not good for me."
Do you wanna know where he is right now?
I already know. La 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 la. You know what? You know what? That sounds nice. It is. No, it's fine. It's
It's
actually
fine.
pretty good. I
I'm
feel
pretty
good
sure
about
it's
that.
okay.
I'm
It's
pretty
okay.
sure I feel okay about that.
Pretty
What does
sure.
that say about me?
Well,
Therapy.
wait, so, you know, though, have you ever gotten any of those things in your feed, in your socials that are like, "I know the perfect place to bury a body," and then you scroll?
Who do you think creates them?
So, it just comes up and it says, like, "Follow me if you wanna know the perfect place to bury a body," or
Mhm,
something like
mhm,
that. It's
mhm.
very
Yeah,
vague.
follow me for more tips.
And then yeah, and then it's got, like,
Mhm,
2 pages. You could tell there's, like, 2 more pages. You
mhm,
flip one, and
mhm.
it's the train station from Yellowstone,
All
that, like,
right.
strip of land,
Yes,
right?
yes, 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 yes,
And then you
yes.
flip the next one, and it's like, "Dude, I can't believe you scrolled all the way over. We need to be friends."
Oh, I never saw that, but oh my god, right? You're like, "Well, I'm just gonna keep on looking here. What else you
You
got
know,
for me?"
we're not that far from the train station here.
No, we're not. So wait, so on this note, can I tell you it was funny? I was talking to
Mm,
our oh man, can I say this? I was talking to a guy at work and
okay.
I'll head of security. Did you see me say that? So
I
so
think
nobody
everyone else heard you too.
I covered up the microphone so they
I
couldn't hear.
heard you just fine, you
So I
psychopath.
was complaining about life
Anyway,
insurance. I was like, that
okay.
fucking bill just came out of our checking
Yeah,
account. I'm like, it's one of those payments where I'm like, I fucking hate it, but I know we need it.
yeah.
And I'm like, I know you have to have it. I'm like, it just irks the shit out, really chaps my ass that
Okay,
it's one
Fran.
of those bills where it's like it just disappears
Yeah.
after it's up. And he's
You
like, "Oh,
pay,
you're
you pay, you
doing
pay, and you get
what did
nothing
he
in
say?
return
He's
if you
like, "You're
make it."
doing a term life?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yes.
And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "So you wanna know something?" He's like, "You schedule like 45 minutes with me, I'll show you something." And I
The
was
whole
like,
life policy?
"Wait." And I'm like, "You're talking about whole term?" And he's like, "No, no, no, I'm just gonna show you why it's necessary." And
Okay.
I'm like, "I know why it's necessary in case my husband dies and then we're financial." And he's like, "No, no, 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 no. Just schedule 45 minutes. I'm gonna show you." And I was
Okay.
like, "Are you gonna help me get rid of him?" And he's like, "Oh, Lisa, Lisa." And I was like, "I'm sorry, like, what were you hinting at right now? Because
I'll give
I'm
you a
I'm
cut.
listening. I'm listening."
I'm listening.
It was
I
funny, but
just
yeah.
found out, you know those fly things that they hang from the ceiling and it's like a ribbon?
Oh my god, yes, I have a fucking hysterical story to tell you about those after. We
Well,
won't bore everybody.
I just found out that if you soak that in hot water like a tea bag, you can extract the arsenic.
Is that what's on those?
I guess so. I
They
don't
sell them
actually
at the
know.
store.
Yeah,
Can you buy
yeah.
arsenic at the store?
I don't know.
You know, that Home Depot, they just got everything. They just
I'm
got everything at the Home Depot.
I can't wait to walk into a Home Depot one day or Lowe's or whatever the fuck,
You don't
and
have
there's
any
an
by you, do you?
I have a Home Depot, that's it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Actually, that's not it. Then I have a place called Murdoch's, which is really fucking cool.
Okay.
It's like where the cowboys go, so they got really cool stuff.
Nice.
They
Okay.
got a whole section for horses, but anyway, I can't wait. Home Depot, if you're listening,
Mhm.
until the day, and maybe it only happens seasonally,
Oh,
that there's an actual aisle that just says murder aisle. And it's
it's
got like
called Halloween.
bleach
It's the Halloween
and
aisle.
gloves and duct tape, and that's
It's
all
the
that you
Halloween aisle.
a
They
shovel.
even have caution tape and like gloves and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so
Anyway,
that's what I was going to tell you. So also on this whole like sharing a document cuz I'm in there now.
yeah,
Um I think this is going to help us to like be able to not talk over each other. So I
okay.
think let's see how it goes.
When you go to the dock, does it make your screen with me smaller?
No, I have two computers up.
Oh, I have one.
Oh my god, you're a baby.
I'm a baby. So
I work at
my
home 2 days a week, so I have to have 2 screens. I can't
bigger
function on one.
screens. So my
Yeah.
screen right now, like, I can't see you. It's very small. It's like a thumbnail.
Really? Oh my god, I
Yeah.
don't even wanna tell you what you're missing right now, because
We're
I can
recording.
right. Let's
Anyway,
keep it PG-13 for all you
wait,
young'uns.
wait. I'm looking at the first page and I see your response to my question.
Thank you. When I saw you put that because, let's just get into it because I am very angry at this one, and I'm angry because I fucking suggested it for you,
Yeah.
and I hate myself for it.
Good job, Lisa.
Thanks.
Anyway, anyway.
Anyway,
All right.
go
Buckle up,
bring us there.
buttercups.
Let's go. Take me on a
We're going
roller
to tell
coaster ride of
you
hate and emotions and everything.
we're going to tell you the story of the Gainesville AssHat
There she is again.
and
That
the
bag of
people that
doo-doo.
he took from us far
Uh-huh.
too soon.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, what I said to my sister on the Google Doc was, did you know the articles say this asshat was the inspiration for Scream? Question, question, question mark. And she said, "What did you say?"
I said, I kind of hate this for all of us. And this is one of those things like, wait, state your sources so I feel like I can
Oh,
relax because
sorry.
my
I,
shoulders are so tense right now.
okay, Wikipedia.
Yep.
I watched a Peacock thing called
Yep.
World's Most Evil Killers.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3, episode no, season
Mm-hmm.
3, episode 13, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Morbid did a podcast episode on them, Ep 24. By
Mm-hmm.
the by, they were pretty brand new when they did this one, and they
That's
sound
the
a
one I
lot like,
listened to. That's the
yeah,
one I
they sound.
listened to.
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
oh, we're
I
fine.
know we're copycatting them too. Fuck it,
It's
whatever.
fine.
We're all Listen,
Um,
we're in a old world of true crime, so I guess you could say we're copycatting everybody. So fine,
true
it's
story.
fine.
I mean, true crime
Go.
story. Anyway,
Yeah.
apnews.com, abcnews.go.com, and then something called projects.wuft.org.
Right.
And then I did search like obituaries. I think it's like findagrave.com and stuff like
I've
that,
used
looking
that
for
one from
some
time to
stuff.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things that made me so mad when I called you is
Hmm.
that the podcast that I was listening to, I was starting to get really frustrated because they had mentioned that everybody believes that the Scream was inspired by this. And I hadn't heard that. And I was like, Everybody, please stop saying that." Like, I really thought
Mm.
that was such a great, I can't say great movie. It was just such a great movie because it was fiction. But so I hate that it might have been based
So,
on these stories because fucking, I hate this fucking guy. I'm going to stop
so
cursing
I think
right
the same
now.
thing. Like I remember when Scream came out, we were in high school ish,
No,
and there hadn't
no,
been. Yeah, no,
I don't, please no.
I think it was like in
Please
the
no.
90s.
Go, keep talking. Let me look it up
Anyway,
real quick. I'm not gonna fat finger the
whenever the hell it
screen.
came out, we were young, and I
Mhm.
remember that when I went to go see it, the only thing we had, like, similar to that were the old ones, like Halloween and Freddy and stuff like that. Like, it had been a long time since anyone made, like, a good jump scare kinda
Okay.
situation. And the comic relief that they added, like
Oh
Stu
no.
and,
Mhm.
all the, like, one-liners and that, like, "I'll be right back," like,
Back.
all that stuff. I was like, "Oh," so, in a weird
Sis.
way, it fits our weird,
It was
like,
released
graveyard
in
humor.
1996.
I fucking told you the '90s,
I
bitch.
would have been 18 or 19 years old.
Yeah, I remember when I told you about it. I went to see it, and then I
Fuck.
made you come with me, and I watched it again.
You know what? Good for us that that movie was released then. Good for us. Cuz that movie doesn't seem that old, which means that I'm not that old.
That's right.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
So, yeah, so I
Gail
really hated
Withers.
that. Yeah, I really hate that everybody keeps mentioning that because I was like, "Don't give this mother Puss bag. Ooh, is that better for you? This mother sucker. And, and he, oh, maybe I'll do that this whole episode. Instead of actually cursing, I'll come with like grandma terms.
Oh
And then I
god.
could be like, oh, butter biscuits. Instead.
Mhm.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah,
So
this
go
guy's
ahead,
a
tell
real
us
crumb.
a crumb of a guy.
A crumb of
Go.
a guy. All right, so I'm only gonna tell you a little bit about the asshat in terms of his history. He gets 2
Stop
paragraphs.
saying
Everybody
asshat.
else shut up. Everybody
I
else
shut up.
gets a lot more, okay, because he's a
Good.
dickhead. So,
There it is. That sounded
dickhead,
much better. I like that.
dickhead.
I
So,
like it.
Daniel Rowling was one of 2 sons born in Shreveport, Louisiana to James Harold Rowling and Claudia Beatrice, who were originally from Georgia.
Can I tell you a
James
secret?
Go ahead.
Claudia is
Go
one of my
ahead.
favorite names
Do you
ever.
love
It was on
it?
my list with Aubrey. I love that fucking name.
Really?
I
I
love
would
the
have
name
never guessed
Claudia.
it.
I
All
love
right.
it. Go
All
ahead.
right. James was a Korean War veteran, U.S. Navy, and a Shreveport police officer. Do you know that there's this extremely high rate of domestic abuse with police officers? Are you
I am
shocked?
not surprised even a little bit.
Anyway,
Yep.
he often abused his wife and sons for frivolous
Hmm.
things. Um, They said, like, if they were breathing too loudly, or they even said that he beat his, like, Danny as a baby because he crawled wrong or,
I did
shit
hear
like
that.
that. Yeah.
So here's
He's
here's
just
the
a fucking
thing.
asshole.
He is, and I know that there was some document or like I don't know if this was taken from his book, which I absolutely fucking loathe the idea of quoting. So because
Mm,
I didn't read it, I don't have to say I'm quoting from it, but I did hear and or read somewhere that his grandfather
mm.
also abused the dad. And again, so I think it's one of those things where like we have to try and make sense of what makes somebody such a raging psycho.
I
So
think
do we look at like systematically, is this a bunch of abuse that's just inbred in them? But you know what? At
but
some point,
they say nature versus nurture. Like, no one's really sure if it's an innate thing that you inherit. And in this case, he was a sociopath. It's very possible he inherited this because you know what I did? He
tell
has
me.
a brother. And I
Yes.
looked everywhere, and I can't find not an iota about this brother,
So I'm glad
who
you said that.
also endured all these things,
And
and
I was just going to say that at some point, don't you
mm,
say, I want to do better. I want to be better. I can do better. And maybe the brother did. And this guy was just like, well,
and
this is what the
just being
cards
his
dealt me.
brother, now he's gotta deal with this shit.
Shit. He changed his name in a heartbeat.
I hope so. Good
I
for
hope
him.
he did too. Good for him.
So, this
If
guy
assuming that you're a good man right now, but if you're
yeah,
another
that's
piece of
also
if
yes, it's
if
assuming.
you're another piece of doo-doo.
Doo-doo head.
Mhm.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
Mhm.
Um, so I agree.
Okay.
The father was a fucking dick for sure.
Oh my
But
god, look at her.
there are a lot of us who have dickhead fathers,
Mhm.
womp womp, who don't grow up
Aw.
to be serial killers or whatever. So,
Right.
like, they talked about how what were they talking about? They were talking about some incident that happened where something happened and, like, the dad made fun of him or was laughing at him, and, like, he's talked about it even as an adult, how he couldn't get past how his dad
Mhm.
treated him. Baby, I could tell you
Girl.
stories
Girl.
right now,
Girl.
of fucking Bob and his brother, this is the sperm
Mhm.
donor and uncles,
Yes. Yes.
making fun of me, and I was a fucking, like, 5, 6-year-old kid. I can remember them making me cry. I
I
remember
was
it.
just gonna say, do you know how many times we were
How
made fun
many?
of as kids?
I
Like,
remember crying because they made you cry.
we
Like,
both
it
cried
was
for a lot of
awful.
stuff. Do you wanna know
I
wait, do
cry a
you
lot.
remember the cigarette story? Can I pause
What's
for
the
a
cigarette story?
So, do you remember when Sherry had the apartment above Aunt Debbie on
Uh-huh,
Racine,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
and all the sisters were playing poker up there?
Okay.
So this is right
Or
after
bunco.
Cassie
It
was
was bunco,
either one of
bitch.
the 2. So it was either penny poker or bunco, but we were over
Bunco.
there. So we would have been if Cassie was just born like 6 or 7, And
Yes, because 'cause they're 5 years younger than us.
they all smoked. So I went over, like, I just went over to the table and it was like a cigarette that was not lit yet. And I grabbed it and I put it in my mouth. And they're like, oh, Lisa's pretending she's smoking. Oh, Lisa, go ahead, light it, light it. Come on, try it, Lisa, try it. And I smoked
No.
and then I started coughing. And they're like, look at her. She's choking. She doesn't even know how to inhale.
At
And
5 or 6.
seriously, I was, like, having such a hard time, and I'm like, as I got older, I'm like, "Now I can't inhale, you fucking
And what
dum-dums."
would you say if your 4-year-old picked up a
It
cigarette, even unlit?
was a different time. I would say, "Where'd you get that cigarette?" And then, "Give it to mommy. You give that naughty nastiness to mama."
Now
No,
he
it was
sounds like
just
a
a different time.
grandma.
It was just a different time of again, this is one of those things, man, we're learning to do better.
Mhm.
Okay? Making
Mm.
fun is now considered bullying, I think.
I think you're
Is
right.
that a verbal abuse now?
I mean,
I'll
nowadays
ask
you
my
could call the
therapist.
police and turn in your parents, so
Yeah, you sure can.
so they say Rowling starts out at a young age being a peeping Tom.
Yeah.
So the thing that struck me in the
Mhm.
reenactment in the Peacock story,
Love a good
he is
reenactment.
he's standing outside the window. He looks like he's about 10 years old, and
Mhm.
he sees like a family sitting down eating dinner and like a
Mhm.
normal family like talking
Right.
and laughing and whatever.
What's normal?
Mm-mm. And he's outside the window watching
Mhm.
this. And so my thought is like, he's in my brain, I would be like, how come they get to have this and I don't get to have this? And I would be sad. I wouldn't be like, I need to kill them because they have something I don't.
You're
But
not a sociopath.
I guess so. But he
Oh,
takes it,
did I take the wind out of your sails?
whatever. Meow.
Okay, go ahead.
So he's like, if I have a shitty life, I'm going to make your life shitty too,
Yeah.
kind of situation. Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
awful.
so isn't that what all those the serial killers do? I mean, isn't that one of the things they say is that part of their excitement comes in the grief and pain of others?
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's
like,
why I think they go to the like when they say that we're probably going to see this person at the funeral or what is the other one? Help me, help me, help me with the candles, the vigils
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and memorials
Memorials. Uh-huh.
because they want to see the pain and grief
That
that
they're
they've caused.
causing the people that survived
Yes.
their victims.
Yes.
So this is I don't know what the right verbiage is. I'm
Those
not a fucking
doo-doo heads.
psychiatrist, but
Okay.
this is what I think of when I think of like an actual serial killer, sociopath, no right and wrong, no conscience, whatever,
Uh-huh.
because
Uh-huh.
he exists only to find the pain that he can inflict on other people. It's not like as
Did you
bad
get
as
that from Copycat?
I don't know.
That sounds very Sigourney Weaver.
I don't know. I
Mhm.
mean, she's pretty
It's
cool
not
too.
it's a great movie, so
It's
just
a great
saying.
movie.
It's a great fucking movie.
Fuck. Dermot Mulrooney. Mm,
Mm. Oh
mm.
my god, wait. Did you
Brr.
see Hunting Wives?
No,
I oh,
I have not.
oh my. I think
I
you
feel
keep
like I've
talking, I'm gonna
seen.
see. You talk, I'm gonna make sure that's him before I go, but I think it is. And
Okay.
oh god.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my. Oh
Yeah.
my. Mm.
Ugh.
Brr.
All right, finish. Mhm.
So it all starts, kind of. Um, November 4th, 1989. 55-year-old Tom
And it's Dermot
Grissom.
Mulroney. I knew it was.
Love it.
Okay, go. Yep.
His 24-year-old daughter, Julie, and his
Mhm.
8-year-old grandson, Sean.
Mhm.
They are at home, they're preparing dinner, and they're attacked in their home.
Mhm.
Julie Grissom's body is mutilated but cleaned, like washed and
Yes.
posed.
Yes, and I think it's important to mention at this point, this is important because it is
Mhm.
the thing that connects this crime to the one in
Mhm.
Gainesville
Mhm. Years
much
late.
later.
Well,
No,
not much later, a
when
year
yeah,
later.
well, I
Less
mean,
than a
much
year.
if you're looking for somebody to be punished,
Yeah.
but so yeah, so I just wanted to say that spoiler alert, I don't know, this is an old story. We'll figure it out together. Continue.
So they say Rowling
Mhm.
had served 3 years of a 4-year sentence and was paroled in '88, July of '88, and then returned to Shreveport eventually. He was to report to a parole officer,
What does that
because
even
there was,
mean?
like, a 1985 conviction of robbing a Kroger in Mississippi or something. So, like, he was peeping Tom, he was a thief, he was a robber, and then November '89, he graduates to killing somebody. He was literally only 10 minutes away from the Grissoms.
So
He
is there a
lived with
chance?
his
I mean, 10 minutes is a
he's in
drive,
the
right? Like,
neighborhood.
yeah, I don't know people that live 10 minutes from me. Just because they live 10
You
minutes
know
doesn't
what
mean
they
I know
don't
them.
say?
Tell
Like,
me,
okay, so if he's 10 minutes away by walking,
was
he's
it walking or
about I
driving?
don't know. He's
Oh.
about half a mile away. But if he's
Oh.
yeah, if he's 10 minutes away but driving, that's a whole 'nother
That's a whole
neighborhood.
nother neighborhood. Yeah, for sure.
So
For
he's
sure.
staying with his parents because he's on parole.
The parents that the father that
Yeah,
beat him.
yeah,
And did you also hear though that so most of these guys, like, they take out their rage because their moms were bad, and I think from what I heard, he was a mama's boy
cry
or
me
that
a
he loved
fucking
his
river.
mom or something like that. So it's it's interest I said it.
You did
The first
it.
I did it.
Shut hold on. Shut. I'm
It's
drinking.
interesting because what he's living at home with the parents that beat him.
Yeah,
But the mom stayed with the dad. We can't
yeah.
judge that. Not judging.
No, not
Not
everyone
judging.
knows how to leave. Yeah.
And not everybody can leave. All right.
It's hard. It's hard.
It is.
It is.
It is.
So, William went by Tom Grissom, 55. He was
William went
divorced.
by Tom.
Yeah, like, it says William Tom in
Hmm.
quotes, so, like,
All
maybe
right.
his middle name was Tom?
Yeah, I believe
I
that.
don't know.
Okay.
Was an AT&T supervisor. He lived on Beth Lane in Shreveport's Southern Hills neighborhood. He was
Mm-hmm.
described as a polite, friendly, and respectable person.
Mm-hmm.
He had been battling throat cancer for
Oh.
years, but he was doing better and nearing retirement.
Oh.
I know. His daughter, Julie, was a petite brunette, like the mother, studying marketing. Yeah, they say later on, like, the mom looks like
I
a
don't
lot of
know if
these
I ever put
girls.
those dots together.
Mm.
So then,
Um,
okay, go ahead.
Studying marketing at Louisiana State University in Shreveport.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She had transferred to Shreveport earlier in '89
Tell
after
that dog to
attending
shut
Baton
up.
Rouge campus. Hold on. Do you want me to pause it
No,
and put them
don't
away?
touch the pause. No, just tell him to shut up.
Shut
Give him a
up! All right.
Give him a bone or something.
Dad's gonna be coming home any minute with the boys, and they're
Got
just
it.
barking at everything that
Got it.
moves.
Okay.
So, she had just transferred to Shreveport from Baton Rouge campus and
Mhm.
was working part-time at the Dillards in the South Park Mall.
Okay.
They think that's where he saw
Yes.
her and started stalking her from was work.
I believe that's what I read as well.
And then this
Yeah,
baby,
I
Sean,
know. Oh.
8 years old, he was in 3rd grade. He was just visiting grandpa and auntie for the weekend and was supposed to return home on Monday.
So this is where there's some confusion for me because
Mm,
again, remember I told you I listened to 3 and I watched
yeah,
2 and
yeah,
some were saying that it was her son. Like this wasn't like a little thing. Like these were TV episodes where they're like her son, like she lived there with her son. So I
mm-mm.
had read some were son, some were nephew.
No, it was her nephew because I
Okay.
saw one where they interviewed his father, her
Oh,
brother, and
okay.
he tells
Oh,
the
it was her
story.
brother's.
Yeah,
Okay.
her brother's son.
Um, can I just tell you again, this is like, and it's not like we know that child murders are not the most god awful thing again, but like now you've got this little boy. God
Mhm.
only knows what he saw.
I
I
know.
legit can't handle the fear.
I know.
I
I know.
I hate this guy.
I hate this
I
guy.
really hate this guy.
Mhm.
I really hate this guy.
So, at around 8:30, um, Monday,
Mhm.
Sean's mother called the police after making multiple calls to her father-in-law's house and learning from Sean's school that he hadn't gone to class that day. Police reached out to the neighbors, asking them to see if the residence was unlocked. I thought that was weird. The police called the neighbors? Really?
No Question
That
mark?
reminds me of the time that I was going home, 36th and Honorary, and I heard
36
the
and honorary.
gunshots. Mhm.
Oh,
Heard the
no.
gunshots, and I look back down the street, so south behind me,
Mhm.
and I could see the muzzle flash.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So I
Ugh,
hightail it back in the house.
back
I'm
in
on
that
the
house.
floor. I call 911. I tell them, that, there's people down the next block. They're shooting, blah, blah. This bitch says, did you see how
911,
many?
what's your emergency?
Did you see what kind of gun? I was like, bitch, I'm not going down there. That's your job.
This is so great. That's so funny. I called 911 because a guy was beating the shit out of his girlfriend on that
Oh,
frontage
no.
road, and the woman on the 911, she's like, "Does he have a gun?" And I'm like, "How the fuck do I know?" I'm like, "It's 10 o'clock at night." I'm like, "I'm calling you because there's a kid in the back seat. I saw the kid seat and I saw the kid, and this guy is beating this girl." And she's like, "Well," she's like, "I need to know if he has a gun." And I'm like, "Should I pull over and help her?" And she's like, "No, stay in your car."
I
And
would
I'm
have hit him
like,
with my car. I would have hit him.
well, I didn't wanna do that. Do you
I would have
remember
hit him.
grandpa said that he tried to help a girl who was getting beat up and the girl beat him up? Like,
So,
the girl was like,
she's,
"Motherfucker!"
don't touch my boyfriend.
Right.
I met someone once upon a time. He was an ER doc, and he told me,
Uh-oh.
this is a terrible story. We were talking about
Man, we digress so hard.
crap. We were talking about a guy, like
Mhm.
guys losing their balls,
Mm,
and he was a half sack himself.
I
And
respect.
he said he was a half sack
Oh,
because
no.
in college he heard a fight or something happening outside his house, his
Oh, no.
apartment. He
Mhm.
looks out the window, he sees a man and a woman struggling.
Oh,
He
no.
goes down to help the woman,
Good
and
Samaritan.
the guy had a gun and shot him, but he hit the ball. Yeah.
Ow.
I was like, "Oh," I was like,
Ow.
you talk about things like, how do you end up where you are, right? That's why he's an ER doc, because he was an ER patient. You know what I mean?
He got That's so scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guns are scary.
Guns are scary. I
Guns are
agree.
scary. That's all I'm not getting in on it. I'm just saying for this
Mm.
gal, guns are scary. Leave me alone.
So,
Don't come
it's
at me.
alright. It's
Okay.
alright. I have a pistol. It's okay, Lisa.
And
You
that's
don't
fine
need to talk
too.
about it.
That's fine
Anyway,
too.
at 8:45 that morning, 3 neighbors, at the police
Again, thank you.
request,
I'd be like, guys, thanks for doing this for us.
they walk over, they check on the family, the doors
Oh,
open to the
oh,
utility room off the garage, and they see the first body. The lights are on. The Sunday and the Monday, newspapers are in the driveway, so they think this happened Saturday evening.
mm-hmm,
Um, they saw they didn't know who it was. They just got out of there, and then they waited for the
mm-hmm,
police. Tom's body was slumped against the door. He had several stab wounds. He had been cooking steaks on the backyard grill.
mm-hmm.
The baby was found face down in the family room with one knife wound that went all the way through his poor little body. They think he was watching television,
I
which if anything, if there's any silver lining, he never saw it coming, please God.
I don't think there's a silver lining for this.
I know. And then Julie's body was found naked in bed. She was stabbed at least 3 times in the back, but left facing up. Everything keeps saying, like, vinegar was applied to her body, and they talk about how, like, he tried to clean the duct tape glue off their
Mm-hmm.
faces and stuff. I don't fucking know.
Is this his? So this is where I got real mad with everything. Is this his account? Because we don't have what happened from other people
No.
because they're no longer here to tell us.
I don't know how I mean, 1990, they might have had a good idea of forensics in terms of being able to walk back through it and say this is what
Mhm.
happened first.
Okay.
I don't know.
So go ahead. Finish this and then I'm gonna go on a tangent.
They believe that she was planning to go to a high school friend's wedding that evening. There was a dress laid out, and they think that the trio was killed around 6 or 8 p.m. Saturday.
Mhm.
There were no signs of forced entry, no ransacking, no robbery. Although there was some indication of a struggle, the overall scene was noted as being quote unquote neat. Then they say that Rawlings leaves Shreveport and wanders, drifts, whatever. He's like a vagrant, homeless
Mhm.
person and makes his way over to Florida. Probably like I don't know if he cared if he was going to get caught or not. I don't fucking know, but that's where he goes. And then what?
So, okay, so what I was gonna say, like oh my god, is it gone? Whoopsie.
What? Oh.
I think it just left.
Oh shit. There it
Fuck,
is.
I hate it when that fucking happens.
So
Keep
you
talking.
you say this is where
So
the crime goes unsolved for almost
right.
a year.
Oh my god, did you literally just read my own line to me?
I
I know
did.
that I was gonna say
Do you know
something
what I did?
else
I gave you
about
a line. I gave you a
no,
line so that you could
no, because
continue your
I was just
monologue.
thinking about something else because I was gonna go on a tangent
Mm.
with him and because everybody was reporting things like he was the one like we didn't know that much, and all of the stuff that I was listening and I'm not saying anything bad, it's coming back to me now, people fucking get it's coming back.
You should see
Everything that
it.
I
It's like
was
when Joey
reading
on Friends finally
yes,
gets it.
finally
It
gets
looks
it.
just like that.
They're all reporting this stuff and it was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, he said this, he said that, I read his book." I don't
Oh.
give a shit
No,
what
I don't
he
care.
said.
Nope, not at all.
I wanted when we started talking about this case, I was like, I will only take what the police said, what the family member said, because he's a fucking murderer. What makes you think he's not a liar as well?
Of
So
course
I
he is.
don't care what he wrote in his book. I
Uh-uh.
don't care what he said. As far as I'm concerned, you can just shut the fuck up and go fuck your own self.
Wait, wait. Fuck
What?
all the way off.
All
All the way.
and then right back again and then again
And then some
and
more.
then again.
And then some more.
One more
Yeah.
time just for good fucking housekeeping.
Fuck all the way
So
off.
when they say this, like, it was just one of those things that really stuck with me where I'm like, "Stop talking about what he said." So, did the police have anything to say about this? Did the police say, "We know that vinegar was used"? I know that they had mentioned something about the sticky tape on her arms. I only care what they indicated
Mhm.
because and as far as there being no forced entry, Tom was having a barbecue. He
Yeah,
could
the
have
doors would have
approached
been
him in the
open.
yeah, he could have approached him in the backyard with his knife and then
Mhm.
brought him into the house.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Do you
You
wanna read your part before I move on?
oh god. Okay. So here we go. The crime is now unsolved and he heads back to Florida to just fuck up everything they got going on down there. And isn't
Yeah.
this right on the heels of Bundy? Fucking
Yeah.
their shit up too. Yeah, so he's just like, "Hey, you guys are just getting over this. Let me go
Wait. Are
travel
you
on to
making
Florida
me
and
feel
fuck
bad
on."
for Florida? Come
Are you
on.
Yeah, because
What the
leave
Florida?
Florida leave Florida alone, okay? They had enough.
What
And
the
then
Florida?
this happened in 1989, and I think it's important
Yes.
to mention that the Violent Criminal Apprehension Program, which we all know and love as VICAP, this was
Yes.
created this created a link to a seemingly unrelated crime. So they were sharing at this point. Okay. So this is like somebody saying, I have this crime and this happened. I'm going to share this data from one violent crime to another across the country.
Mhm.
And this was, though, just like a brand new, it was in its infancy. So I
'Cause
was
prior
looking on
to
this
that,
because
one jurisdiction didn't even talk
didn't
to another
talk to
jurisdiction.
another.
Mhm.
So I found a beautiful website that I am just gonna follow the fuck out of. And I
Alright.
also thought it was important to mention here that serial killers are people that kill three or more people in a period of more than 1 month or three or more in separate events.
Mhm.
And I say this because I wanted to talk about this case from a standpoint of I don't give a shit about his books.
No.
Why are we talking about something that's done and solved and why are we talking about something that is over? And I think I found it in trying to understand. It might just be our sick need to understand. I don't know and I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
I think his this case confused me a little because it was that escalation that we see.
Mhm.
with criminals where he's a peeping tom
Mhm.
and then he
It's, like,
was a
classic.
robbery.
Yeah.
It's very classic, but
Yeah.
the way that his progression just like blew up, where he went from not killing to killing with posing.
Yeah.
It's very confusing for me to understand this because most of the time you would look at a crime like this and you'd be like, this isn't the work of somebody who just did this for the first time. And then when we get to Florida, I'm going to let you take us there while I calm down. If I didn't know this case like what we just looked through, I would tell you wholeheartedly, this is not the only time he did this. He's been
Mm.
doing this for years. There's more people out there. There's
Mhm.
more victims out there.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, I'll skip
You
to the end because I pinned
oh,
something
and we're done.
that I thought was interesting.
Okay.
Oh shit, I said it. Okay. Blobbity blobbity blobbity.
Bloppity bloppity.
Blobbity blobbity.
It's not bloppity bloppity.
So
These are important
later, it was
things.
discovered that on August 5th, 1990,
Okay, so right
which
before
was
3
right
weeks,
before,
20 days.
Rowling broke into the home of Janet Frack
Oh,
in
you
Sarasota, Florida.
deep
He bound,
investigator?
he bound, gagged, and duct taped her,
Uh-huh.
and then sexually assaulted her, but he didn't kill her.
Hmm.
So he went from
How do we know this?
DNA. In this situation, he all the shit got caught because we actually had a little something something with their
Thank you, DNA.
DNA.
Okay.
So there was something that happened between the murders in Shreveport and then
Okay. Yeah,
the
but okay,
murders.
but you don't usually see a de-escalation. You don't
True.
usually see so I mean, and again, remember in
So there
Shreveport,
could have
he
been other
posed her
rapes.
body. That I think that might be what's hanging me up is the posing of the bodies. That's so sadistic. So
Yeah.
like it's just I
So
can't.
I wrote this, or
Yeah.
I
Tell me what
posted
you wrote.
this.
Just tell me what you fucking wrote.
The significance of posing bodies after murder lies in the psychological manipulation and control the killer exercises over the victim's body. They
Okay.
belong to him, right?
Uh-huh.
Posing can serve as a form of psychological torture, leaving the body in a position that is both degrading and distressing to the people that find or even the investigators. It can also be a way for the killer to express their desires, send a message to the public, law enforcement, blah, blah, blah. But the act of posing can be a way for the killer to exert control and create a lasting impression on the victim's memory and the public's perception of the crime.
So
They
you're
do
now you're
this
talking right to
they do this full
traumatize
well.
even
Yes.
more people.
Yes.
Do you
As
know now
much
why I hate this
yeah.
guy, kid?
He exists solely to inflict pain and
And
misery on
can
other
I tell
people.
you, we haven't even gotten to Gainesville
I know.
yet, guys.
I know.
We haven't even gotten there. And we're 42 minutes in and we haven't even fucking gotten there. And also, I'm so angry. I'm going to be drunk by the
So
time this is
the
over.
Gainesville situation
Mhm.
happened in the space of 3 days.
This is why it confused me because okay, yes, serial, yes. But it was
Separate events, but
separate
literally
events, but these ones
one
were
day, the
just
next day, 2 days
so
later.
close together. Is
Yeah.
there that that website, that FBI website that I found
Mm.
used this word and I loved it and I'm going to try and use it, typologies. So
Typology.
within
Mm.
serial killers, is there
Mhm.
a typology of how it's done?
Interesting.
Like,
I don't know.
yes, you just used my word. Is it interesting when we're talking about the untimely death and the horrible, horrible way that people died? I don't think it's interesting, but I think this is starting to peel back some layers for why you and I are doing this conversation right now.
So, I liken this to being a nurse, and yes, I've seen people at their worst, right? That's my
Mhm.
job.
Mhm.
And
I'm
there's
a
something
hairstylist and I've seen people at their worst.
there it is.
Different kinds of
S
worst.
there's something and maybe it's a protective mechanism, I don't know.
Mhm.
There's probably a word for it,
Typology?
maybe, where
Okay.
you detach yourself from the emotional aspect of what's happening in front of you in order to do whatever it is that you need to do. I call it the bubble.
Oh.
I I can remember when the bubble, like, comes when it starts, like,
Mhm.
you see the code blue button, and
Oh,
then there's
no.
this
Blue.
bubble. There's this thing where it's just like in the movies or the TV series where it's almost like everything is a little muted
Mhm.
and softer looking, and you need to do stuff and you're doing things and you're da-da-da, but there's no emotion. It's just do this
Huh.
thing, do that thing. Now later, when it's all over,
Mhm.
it's a little bit different because then the
Don't you
emotions
get, like
come.
I was just gonna say, don't those emotions do fucked up things to your body?
Yeah,
Like, and I mean, like, physical things, like
yeah,
shaking and okay.
yeah.
Alright, well, take
Like
us
you start to come down and yeah.
come
All
down,
right.
that's what it is. Alright,
Mm,
here we okay, so it's about to get ugly
it's about to
in
get
a
real
wh
ugly.
like, it was ugly before, and now
Mm,
we're taking it to ugly times 10.
mm,
But the good news is my sister's gonna take you there. I'm just gonna cry in the background and
yeah.
try and get through this nightmare of a story that I suggested.
So August 24th, 1990, Sonia
Mhm.
Larson and Christine Christie Powell were new students at the University of Florida. Allison Emery, who was Christie's high school best friend, said that she was so excited to be moving on to college. Everyone who knew Sonia, who was only 18 years old,
I know.
said she was a sweet girl. She was a little reserved, a little maybe shy, but that she loved working with children, and it was her dream to be an educator eventually and maybe
Mhm.
even work with kids someday.
Mhm.
Um, there was a quote from one of her family friends or
Mhm.
someone that said she was great with kids. She worked as an aide in the summer with different schools and stuff like that. She said the kids always listened to her, like she could command their attention,
Mhm.
and she wanted to be a teacher someday.
Did you so you saw the pictures?
Dude, it looks like my high
Like,
school picture.
can I tell you when I was first
That
watching
hair looks
this,
like my high school
girl,
picture.
how
I have a
we did
picture
it.
like that.
We
Yeah.
did it. We teased it and
Oh.
backcombed it and smoothed out the front
Mm,
and then brought down the side, and
mm.
then we used our Aquanet, and boy, did
Oh.
we jizz when Aquanet came out with a new color fucking
Oh,
can.
yeah.
We're
Didn't
like, "Did
matter
you
what
see
the what the
the orange
formula was,
can?"
it was
Didn't
a
matter.
different color.
It was the color can.
Yep. I
And then
remember.
we would spray the Aquanet and then blow dry it to a
So
crisp
it Yep. Shellac that shit. Shellac.
I love
Never
it. I
moved.
love it for
Never
all of
moved.
us. That that I love for all of us. I love that for them, and I
I'm
love it
gonna
for
find my high
us,
school IDs.
and
I saved them all.
I love it that we had that moment in our lives. So for all of you who
Mhm.
didn't experience it, sorry, we
Too
did.
bad. We did.
Yes, we did.
Christina, who was only 17,
Mm.
was a whiz with the numbers, as I'll never be,
No, not
and
me.
she wanted to be an architect, and someone said she wanted to design affordable homes for low-income
Mhm.
families. She didn't
Good
just
for
wanna
her.
build all the buildings.
Right. Right, right, right.
And she was starting her first year.
Mhm.
The new students, Christy and Sonia, met each other at during the summer and then decided to be roommates, ultimately finding an off-campus apartment in a complex called Williamsburg Apartments.
Right.
They believe that Rawling picked up these two kiddos when they were at the fucking Walmart
Right. That
buying
he
things
was
for their
that's when he
apartment.
saw them. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, who among us I mean, oh my god, every time I got an apartment, I went to
So
Walmart.
I have to tell you, this is not the first story. I've read so many stories about how people are just
Yeah,
randomly walking through a store,
I know.
Target,
I
Walmart, and
know.
that's where they pick up this person
I
who just
know.
latches onto them.
I know, and
Can I
now we
tell
have
you?
pick up your groceries, so thank you
Yeah,
for that, COVID.
when I go to the grocery store,
Mhm.
Target, wherever, it
Mhm.
was even just yesterday. I was at Target. I'm walking around, and you know how like when you're going up and down the aisle, sometimes you keep crossing the
The
path
same
of the
person,
same
yeah.
person.
Right,
Can I
they're
tell
working the
you?
store the same as you. Oh, no,
But
your
they
eyebrow
have,
just went 6 inches higher.
but they have no
Jesus.
cart.
Oh,
They have no list.
what
They
they
have
looking
no
for?
shopping bags, but yet they keep ending up in the same aisle. This is not the first time. This is the second time this maybe in the last couple months that this has happened to me. And
Hmm.
I'm a child of Chicago. So Fran always told me, look everyone in
Yes.
the eye.
Yes.
You want to make sure they know you know what they look like. You're not such an easy mark, like that kind of thing. Like I remember that. So as I'm walking through the aisles and I keep seeing the same person, but again, I've got a handful of stuff now, and this person has been there as long as I've been there, but they have nothing in their hands. They're just walking through the aisles.
Do you remember, I don't know, it was in Hameline. We had a police officer come in and was like, "If you ever feel like somebody's following you or
Mhm.
if you're unsafe, act crazy. Talk to someone next to you who's not there. Drop to the ground and start," but, like, he's like, "These are the things
"Bitch,
that,"
quit talking to me. Bitch."
like, and that's what I heard this again on something I was watching. They're like, if you ever get that feeling, you just turn around and you be like, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" Or there was a girl who was like, what they did, and this was a reenactment, and they're like, what she did was that she turned around, looked the guy right in his face, and was like, "Oh my god, did you hear that too?" Like, she put him on alert that she saw him, and she
Yeah,
said the guy ran away. Like, he
yeah.
turned around and walked away.
I like that.
So, I mean, we here's what here's what we're gonna take away from this as ladies, as men, as because the men, you guys gotta be just as careful nowadays. I'm
Sometimes.
sorry to say this. We
I used
have
to
to
tell
just
Victor
be
that
more
when he
aware of
was
our
a little kid.
surroundings.
I'm like, "Little boys are as just as big a
Mhm.
risk as little
Mhm.
girls."
Let's just be a little bit more aware, and
Phone down.
let's be okay making someone else uncomfortable
Yeah,
in a harmless way. Let's be
yeah,
really okay with that. I like for all of us to just make someone a little uncomfortable if they're
yeah.
making us uncomfortable.
I like that.
We're gonna call that tit for tat,
I like
bitches. Okay.
it.
All right. Go ahead.
So Larson's mother, Ada, says later she hated that her daughter was gonna be living off campus,
I hear it.
but the dorms were all full.
They were full.
Um, and then they were only there a day or 2,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Sonia was supposed to check in with her mom
Yeah.
and wasn't returning phone calls or hadn't called and all this stuff.
So this was in the era. So 1990. Remember,
Yeah.
guys, we had pagers, but we did not have. Do you remember when we would move
No.
into apartments and we're like, AT&T is coming to install my, like, literally
You could be without a
install my
phone.
phone line?
Yeah.
They would run actual fucking wires. Do you
Yeah.
remember when you would
I
get
remember.
installations done and they're like, "Well, the only way I could do it is if I run this cord up here, over here, down here." And I'm like, "Well, that looks like shit." But
Mhm.
we were limited by wires.
And can we
It
just can we talk about the obvious fact that it was
Tell me.
okay to be the woman alone in an
In a
apartment
part
and have some fucking
Oh,
stranger
God.
with a tool belt walk in and spend 4
And
hours with
we
you?
just let them in our
Yeah.
houses.
Yep. I'm telling you, we shouldn't be alive.
What are we doing?
We should not be alive.
Okay.
All
Go.
right.
Just go. Just go. Get us through
So
this.
in the early morning hours, Rowling
Mhm.
broke into the apartment shared by the 2 university freshmen.
Yeah.
He found Powell asleep on the downstairs couch, and it sounds like that's who he really wanted. So
Mhm.
he left her alone. He went upstairs and he assaulted Larson, killing her with a K-bar knife.
I don't know what that
Do you know what a
means.
K-bar knife looks
No,
like?
I
Did you
actually,
actually?
you know what's so funny when you said that? I'm like, I have no clue what that means. I feel like it's a significant, that's why you wrote it, but I don't know what it means.
So this is my letter opener
Okay.
for I would say that's a pretty good rough estimate of how big this thing is.
Did you bring that in
Like
your DeLorean from 1989?
I fucking love this thing. I open all my boxes with this bitch.
Sorry.
The handle on this knife, the K-bar knife, is like
You're right in my ear.
chunky.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. The
It's
handle is
okay.
very chunky.
Okay.
And then the blade is
I think
probably 2
chonky could be
inches
your word.
chunky.
Chonky.
And then the blade is like 2 inches thick. And
Okay.
it's a military knife. It's like something that they give to Marines when they get to boot camp or some
No,
such
that was
shit.
a letter opener, dude.
No. Now
Oh.
I know what the knife looks like because Justin has one.
Ew.
And when we go hiking, he makes
Oh,
sure that it's on his belt with the bear
got it.
spray.
That was this again.
It's huge, Lisa. It's a big fucking
That's what
knife.
she
I
said.
can't I can't even I can't even imagine.
All right, go ahead.
So after he kills
Ugh,
Sonia,
I hate
then
this
he goes
guy.
back downstairs and he tapes Christy's mouth shut. He threatens her with the knife, he cuts her clothes off, he assaults her.
Mhm,
And then he flips her over and he stabs her in the back.
mhm.
They
So I
there's
do.
something that said that he went back upstairs and did bad things to
s-
Larson's body.
So I couldn't find anything that was so. And this is
I
again where
can't
I
find
started
anything
getting.
that's
This is where I started getting mad with what I was hearing because people were
mhm,
referring back to his book. And
mm,
I'll tell you what
mm,
the first podcast that I listened to said something where I was like, fuck him. We haven't gotten there yet. And I'll tell you when we do. But this was just as I got that perspective
mhm,
when I started looking and listening to other stuff, I'm like, I couldn't find anything that suggested that was to be true from
mhm.
police investigations.
I feel
So
like
as far as
that's
I'm
true.
concerned,
I don't think
I'm
I saw
not
anything legitimate,
I
so
don't
I
give a
don't know
shit
where
what he
that came
said. Yeah,
from.
so go, you know what? Fucking again, F
Fuck
your
all the way off.
all the way and then
All
some
the
more.
way.
Right
Yes.
back there again.
Yes.
I'm getting
He
tipsy.
poses that's
That's
okay.
the only way I could get through this.
He poses the bodies in sexually provocative positions.
Yeah.
They say he took a shower and was, like, hung out
Mhm.
there for a minute.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's kind of like Golden State Killer type shit. Like,
Um
he ate their food and stuff while they were all tied up.
and then shame on you times 10 even more. Like couldn't you like you know what would have been great if you'd fucking choked on it. Just choke on it. Take a big bite and I hope it gets stuck in your throat and you fucking choke on it.
So what is this 3rd roommate who came home when the
Oh,
police were
man.
there?
So
Where'd you hear this?
in the I love that I don't have to be accurate right now
I know, I love
because
it
I
too.
am not an investigative journalist.
No, if you want
It was
accurate, True
in
Crime Garage, that's where you belong.
it was in either. Oh my god, do you know I searched it because I was like, "Please let them have covered this because I know they're gonna cover it in the best detail," and then I
Yes.
just get to copy and paste. I know that it was either in the episode, or the episode that I watched. So, one of
Wait,
those
wait, the podcast, or the episode?
yes, one of them said that there was a 3rd roommate
I
who
love you.
had thank you, I love you too, who had was sharing the apartment with them and was gone that night. She had spent the night at a friend's house, and
Oh.
she came home while the police were there and then
Oh.
was like, "Oh my god, I could have been here last night." So
Oh.
then when I searched that, I couldn't find anything to corroborate it. So
You
I
just
didn't
said
wanna
corroborate.
I did. Did I say it
I
right?
love it. I love it.
Yeah, fuck yeah with my fucking three-letter word. So
Corroborate.
or $3 word. Three-letter, $3. I am so tipsy right now. Titi right
Anyway,
now. Titi's like, "I could totally tell that your alcohol was kicking in." That's what she's gonna say.
she's gonna say it.
That just that way, Sisa,
So,
I
just
could
so you
totally
know,
tell that you were getting buzzed. Um, so yeah, so I couldn't find anything to make me feel like that was like what do they called it? Verified?
I feel
It
like I
wasn't
might have heard it
verifiable
somewhere, but
information.
I don't know for
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
August 25th.
Yeah.
No, this is you said something about a janky timeline. They weren't found for a couple days. So yeah, it
So
doesn't
no,
make
no, no, no,
sense
no.
that the 3rd roommate
No,
came
no, no, no,
home.
no, 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 no. What I was saying was this is where I was reading your story and
Mhm.
I was like, in if it was me, I would love to put a timeline here where I could just
Mhm.
fuck it all to hell because you know I
You do
you
like
know
your
I like
dates.
to put a timeline together and then
Yeah.
just start putting shit in there wrong. It's my favorite thing to do is to just be like wrong, yeah, wrong, put put that in there too. And this is wrong. So because it was like so it was the 24th where he murdered the girls.
Mhm.
And then it was the very next day when
Yes.
he took the next apartment.
Yes.
But then nobody had been found at this point.
That's what I read. That's how I read it. They
Okay,
had
so
not found the first 2.
that's all I was gonna say is at this point, I am in my brain, I'm like, "Ooh,
Mhm.
I'm gonna fuck this timeline up." But
Someday. So,
I
like, maybe
but
soon,
I got it. It
but
sounds like I
listen.
got it right.
So, like, next year maybe, when
Yeah.
we're doing this in person,
Mhm. Are you
we're
you're
gonna
gonna get me
get
a big easel?
I'm gonna get you a easel or a dry erase board, and you can, like,
Yes.
you can write the shit
Draw.
all over. And I'm gonna
Drawer.
get you those little lapel microphones so that you could just, like,
Yes.
go nuts in the corner over there.
Yes, and I love I'll make the line so long,
Oof.
and I'll
There it
just put
is.
a bunch of fucking slashes in it, and I'll put stuff there.
Yeah.
Oh, Titi's screaming right now.
She's screaming.
She's,
August 25th, 1990, Christina Hoyt, wait,
mhm.
known as Glowworm.
I wait, weren't you?
Worm!
OMG, they used to call you that.
Why did they used to call me that?
I don't even know. I thought it was glowworm though.
It might
Glow
have probably
glow
was.
Oh my god, I
I don't
remember
remember.
that.
We'll have to ask Rick.
8th grade trauma coming back. 8th grade
There it
trauma
is.
coming back.
So she was 18 years old, and they say she wanted to be a crime scene investigator.
Because it was booming at that time. That was the time. That was when it was starting to really, like, people were
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we're taking notice of this
When was Silence of
sign."
the Lambs? Wasn't that about that time?
Yes, it
Weren't we in
was.
high school when that
We
happened?
were. God damn
Mm-hmm.
it, I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
It's
She
such a
was
great
a
movie.
bright, ambitious young woman, passion for cooking, camping, swimming, and racquetball. God love her.
I
And
know.
she had taken some part-time work as a records clerk at the Alachua
That's great.
County Sheriff's Office. I don't know if I
God
said that
bless
right.
you.
They said, like, one thing said that she wanted to be a crime scene investigator, and then another said chemical engineer, which I'm like, I
And
feel
that's
like they kinda
probably
go
both as
together.
I was just gonna say, you're talking about in the right in the same
Yeah,
pathway. I put those
yeah.
on the same dash mark on my timeline. Yep.
Rowling broke into the apartment of Christina Hoyt. She was an honor student, chemistry honor student at Santa Fe College. He
Mhm.
pried open the sliding glass door with a screwdriver.
Yep.
Can I tell you, I
Tell
was
me.
watching the Peacock one,
Yep.
and they show how he uses the screwdriver to pop the sliding glass
Yes.
door open, and
Yes.
I turned over to Justin. The minute we moved in here, we have a slider,
Yeah.
and I
You
said,
got the bar?
"Justin, do you think that's why I always put a bar? Am I,
Yes.
like, remembering this?"
You always have to have the bar.
I made him go out to the garage,
People,
find a piece of wood, and cut
thank
it.
you. People, always, if you have sliders, put the bar in the slider.
Yeah,
You put it in the
or a 2
track.
by 4
Just put it
or
in the track.
a rod,
There
whatever
was
the fuck.
who one of my friends, oh my god, I think it was Renee and
And he
her
said Justin said
she
they're
had
in
a
you
bar,
just
like
pop
a
them
piece of
open.
wood, just a piece of wood that would hold that door shut.
Yep,
I don't remember.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
He came into her apartment when she was not home.
Yeah,
She was
he
working.
did. Yeah.
And then she came back home after her shift. Or no, sorry, she was out playing racquetball with a friend
Mhm. Mhm.
and walked in and he was there. He bound her wrists. He put duct tape on her mouth. He assaulted her
Mhm.
and then again put her on her face and stabbed her in the back. They say with her that he ruptured her aorta,
Mhm.
so she died very quickly. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I feel like that's a good thing. I know. He mutilated this young
He
one.
yes, he
He
did.
did bad things. I can't
I
say
was just
them.
gonna say, you know what?
I can't
Do
say
we
them.
need to be the people that tell
No,
them? No.
no, I
Here's what I
can't do
can
it.
tell you. This was the story that I was listening to where one of the other podcasts had said that they were reading his account and you know what? It's not this one. Keep going.
But this
Getting so upset.
there was a movie, maybe it was like Red Dragon or
I remember
something
that one. I
where
remember that one.
they like posed people to look at themselves or something like I don't know, some
Oh
weirdness.
my god, it was inside them
I don't know, but I
Keep
remember
going. I'll
seeing
remember it.
a
I'll remember it.
movie
Yes,
or
yes,
something, and they
yes,
talked about so this is, like,
yes.
what he did. He decapitated her, and then he made it so that she was looking at herself. He says later, they say, that it was his intent to shock whoever discovered her. And
Yes.
that's what that whole posing thing was like, as much damage. So I inflicted damage on this poor girl, but then I want to inflict damage on whoever finds her and
And
whoever knows what I did to her.
yes, and do you know that those policemen that discovered that
Mm,
to date are like, I can't again heard on either the podcast, they some of the people destroyed the pictures because they couldn't
yeah,
keep them.
yeah. I
What
can't even
was the
imagine.
that was a sad tonight, Red Dragon.
Now, I feel like, and I could be wrong, that Christina, Sonia, and Christy were all found on the same day. Because it was the next day that Christina
Yes.
didn't report to work, and it was
Yes.
also a Monday or something, and then the
Yes.
parents were I feel like they were all found on the same day.
It was Red Dragon, that was the one. I wanna say that movie was a remake of another movie that
Oh,
was made.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
original Red Dragon is
Yes.
really cool.
So, yeah, and he was killing families,
It has
and
Grissom
then
from Crime Scene in it.
it has, Edward Norton.
I
No?
mean no,
Yes.
that's the newest
No,
one, but the
that's the
older
newer
one.
yes. So
The old one has Grissom in it.
okay, I don't know who that is.
You'll know him when you see him. Do you
Okay,
remember the dad from, the movie with Mark Wahlberg, Fear?
please. Yes.
That's Grissom.
Okay, heard.
So it
I'm
was
there.
when he was even younger.
Okay, I'm there. So go ahead.
So by this point, the murders had attracted widespread media attention. Many students had begun taking extra
Yes.
precautions, changing their routines. They said that they slept like five to a room because
Mhm.
they were afraid to be alone.
Yep.
Some students withdrew their enrollment altogether and just left. They
Absolutely.
noped
From
out.
the
I
news
would have
media,
noped out.
100%. The news footage that I saw was just a mad rush to get the fuck out of town, but
Yeah.
I also did hear that the university did a great job of making sure that people that had off-campus
Mm-hmm.
apartments were able to they turned, like, the, common areas that were in the dorm
Oh.
rooms. Yeah,
So they didn't have to stay there.
yes, they were trying to do better, they were trying to be
Mm-hmm.
better and make sure that if you were afraid or if you were alone or if you're one of those people who's just like, "I'm alone," or "I don't have anything here,"
Mm-hmm.
they made sure that they had somewhere to go in the meantime before they were getting home. But yeah, lots of parents were just coming up and saying, "We're outie.
Yeah.
Out.
I'm telling
Bye."
you, I would have gone to the first shelter and had 3 dogs in 3 minutes. Dogs, just dogs
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
August 27th, 1990.
Mhm.
So the day after all the bodies are found is
Mhm.
kinda right? 25, 24, 20.
So it's interesting. God damn it. When you say that, I wanna say they were called to the first scene 2 days after, so 24, 25, 26, 26,
Mhm.
and the one detective that is now retired, the woman, she said she was called to the other scene while she was still at one scene.
Oh my god.
So, take us into the 27th.
Okay. So first I have to tell you,
Oh, tell me.
on the 27th, is when Tracy Pauls or Paulus, I'm not sure how they say it, and her roommate Manny Taboda are
Uh-huh.
killed. I found this thing. Tracy's sister Leahy, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's Lahey,
That's a great name.
had a recurring dream that they're playing in the yard of their house in Palm Springs North. The house had a fence, and the girls are running around barefoot and carefree. Amid their joy, majestic angels float down from the sky. They grab Leahy by the hand and hold her to the fence so she can't move. And
Uh-huh.
she watches the angels grab her sister Tracy and fly up, up, up high into the sky. And Leahy struggles to get loose. She wants to chase after her sister, and she screams and yells.
I
but
have
her sister
goosebumps
is just
everywhere. I have literally goosebumps
yeah,
everywhere.
but her sister vanishes and she never sees her again. And this is a dream that her sister says she had many times over her childhood about Tracy.
Mhm.
I saw that in some interview somewhere and I was like, "Oh
Mhm.
my." Tracy was 23 years old. She was returning to finish her final, I think, like, final year.
Yeah.
She wanted to be a lawyer.
Mhm.
She lived everything I saw said that Manny was her friend, was her
Yeah.
roommate.
Yeah,
Someone
absolutely.
else reported that they had a romantic interest,
I never saw
whatever.
anything like that. I saw one actually what I had read, and this was in something that I remember reading about or hearing about many, many years ago when I was looking at this, was that what they were reporting then was that she had her apartment and or residence, and when this happened, Manny was her friend, and
Oh,
he said, "I'll come and stay with you," because
I
her
see.
mom had tried to say, "You need to get out of there, you need to get out of there," and she's like, "No,
But
Manny's gonna
she's like,
come and
"I'm
stay with
finishing
me."
college.
She
This
was
is her
finishing
last
college,
year
but
or
she
so."
also but that's what I remember reading or seeing is that she was like, "Manny's gonna come and stay with me," and her mom were both like, "Oh, if Manny's with you, you're probably gonna be fine because again, take us to Manny. How is
Six
he?"
foot 2,
2. Yes.
200 pounds,
There it is.
handsome.
Handsome.
I love this. Smart enough to be in the National Honor Society, tough enough to be the offensive guard on the football team, and talented
Yes.
enough to win the male lead in Grease.
There it is. That's
There it
our
is.
boy.
I was like,
You get it. You
"Oh,
get it.
I love it."
And now I hurt even more.
I know. His goal was to be an architect. He came from a family that didn't have a lot of means, so
Mhm.
obviously it took him a little longer.
Mhm.
He went part-time to Miami-Dade Community College, then he transferred to Santa Fe College. He worked nights. He he lived in the apartment complex that this happened in, so people knew him. They knew him from work, they knew him
Mhm.
from the pool side. He was always outgoing. He would bring drinks down to the pool when everyone was out hanging out.
He sounds like he would be my best friend.
I know he
Mhm.
sounds like he's a great guy.
Yeah.
And then he finally got accepted into the University of Florida College of Architecture and was almost there. He was almost there.
So I'm gonna save my blurb for after you talk.
Rowling broke into their apartment by, again, prying open the sliding glass door with the same tools he used previously. He found Taboda asleep and killed him first. They say he stabbed this poor kid 31 times, that
So
he fought back hard.
this is exactly what I was gonna say. I one of the podcasts had mentioned that Rawlings admitted that at one point he thought he was gonna lose to this kid because even though he was stabbing him, he was putting up a fight, and he's like, "Oh my god, he's gonna overcome me." Well, yeah, you know what, you fucker, you can only stab somebody so many times before even a strong guy can't lose that much fucking blood.
Yeah.
And one of the things that made me really mad where I was like, "I have to stop listening to these," is that they reported, not we'll just say that at this point, the girl, what was her name?
Tracy.
Tracy heard what was going on, ran to the bedroom, saw what was happening, and then barricaded herself in her room.
Mhm.
When Manny was down, Rawling went to her room and broke through the door. And this was his
Flimsy
report.
inside
Yes.
door.
What he reported was that like the fight stopped and she said, "Are you the one?" And he
Oh,
said, "Yes, I
Jesus
am."
Christ.
And you know what? When I heard that, I was literally like, "Fuck you." That nobody said that to you, you
No, nobody said that.
egotistical, narcissistic psychopath. No one said that
Mhm.
to you. That is what he is reporting, and we should not be saying that. But here I am saying it. I'm just telling you, when I heard it,
Bullshit. I
I'm
call
like,
bullshit.
I call bullshit, and I say again, who cares what he said? I don't
Mhm.
care what he said. Sis, you did a great job of talking about these girls and this boy in a way that I had not heard anyone talk about yet. their
Aw.
dreams, their aspirations, what they were gonna do. Everything that I've heard thus far in every podcast and fucking series or an episode was that
Episodes,
he
yeah.
was this was all about him and what his stupid, dumb book said. I don't give a shit what his book said.
So these are the things that I pulled off of, like, Find a Grave and obituaries. These are what their families said
Good
about
for you.
them.
You did a great job. Let's hear more about our like and this is it. I mean,
So I won't. He does what he always does. He kills her. He did not pose Manny. Interesting.
mhm,
The men don't
because
mean much to him.
oh, well,
And then all the victims, this is where they say all the victims, the
mhm.
women were petite, brunettes, brown eyes, and looked a little bit, if not a lot, like his mother.
Which is which is not interesting, but everything that I read was that he loved his mother. Like he was not one of those people that's like I hate my mom. My mom is the
Yeah.
reason. Oh my god, excuse me. My mom is the reason I'm doing this. So so why do they oh my god, I'll look like her. Oh my god, hang on. Oh my god. Sorry.
Too many carbonated beverages, ladies.
So many drinks I've had to get through this one.
So many. Yeah, it's a big one.
Go ahead.
So initially, they had very few leads. This all
Uh-huh.
happened really fast. Like, they didn't even know about the first 2 murders, but then they found all the victims,
Yes.
and then the next murder happened, like, within the
Yes.
space of 24 hours. It was just like
Yes.
bam, 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 bam.
Yes.
So they settle on or start picking on a potential suspect called his name was Edward Lewis Humphrey.
Uh-huh.
He was 20 years old. He went to the university. He had a history of mental illness, convicted of felony assault. He hit his grandmother, beat her up. He was being held, or at least came onto their radar because of the assault of the grandmother. So they pick him up.
I
They
did not
give
know that.
him Yeah, they give him a bail of $1 million because they're convinced that this is who it is. And then eventually, a grand jury refused to indict on insufficient evidence,
Mhm.
but that didn't stop them from plastering this kid's face all over. Now, he had been
So,
in a horrible car accident. He had a lot of
yes,
facial
I
scars.
did
He
hear
looked
about
very
that. I did hear
scary.
about that. Yes.
They literally were like trying to make him be a monster.
Well, this was at a time and an age where a serial killer or a killer or somebody that we deemed a monster had to
Mhm.
look like one.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to say something. The pictures of this man, this Daniel Rowling, he
Mhm.
looks like a guy I would buy
Average
insurance
Joe.
from. I
Yep.
mean, could you get more average looking?
Like, you would see him and you couldn't recall
I
anything in particular about him.
would never look at him and exactly, and remember any feature about him or be like,
Nope.
"Yeah, like, I looked at that guy and I was like, wow, that guy looks like a fucking creep." I mean,
Yeah.
I now I would,
No.
but
Brown hair, brown
just
eyes,
like an average
medium
looking like
build,
my
like,
insurance salesman. I mean, but so
completely
also I
bland.
did hear some conflicting stories. I did hear that the grandma and the brother of this kid insisted that he was innocent
Mhm.
through all of that, that this could not have been him that had done it, and then I
Had done
did
it.
hear that she passed away just days before he was released from prison.
Released.
So I don't
Oh.
know.
And
Again,
he
gonna say it,
had
I don't have to know.
no.
That's
He
for
had
somebody else to
legitimate
know.
from what I understand, he had some legitimate mental
Yeah.
illnesses.
Okay.
So there was a reporter, I was listening to one of the podcasts, and this reporter said that she felt like the police were trying to make the investigation fit Humphrey instead of
Hmm.
following the evidence.
Well,
Where have we heard that
where have
before?
we heard goodness gracious, where have we heard that before?
Where tunnel vision? What?
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 So Humphreys was cleared because they took DNA swabs and it came
Yes.
back not a match.
And we know that DNA is at this point, it's being useful.
It's brand new, but
It's
it's
brand new,
enough
but
that
it's being useful.
they can't.
Yeah, you can't just be like,
So
yeah,
yeah.
killing
So
everybody.
he's not officially cleared until after Rawlings was eventually arrested.
Tell us about
Um,
that.
wait, so this is what I found.
Oh,
He started so after the arrest, and then he's released, Humphrey started being more diligent with his medications. He graduated in 94 from a local college. He worked studying part-time and graduated magna cum laude
good
in
for him.
2000 from
Good
the
for
University of
him.
Central Florida.
Good for him.
So, Louisiana police alerted the Florida authorities to an unsolved triple murder in Shreveport, where we
Mhm.
started.
Yes.
Detectives noted similarities in the Gainesville murders and those of Tom Grissom,
Mhm.
Julie, and Sean.
Mhm.
Afterwards, okay, we already talked about that. Don Maines, an investigator with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, traveled to Shreveport in November of 1990 because of the
Right.
similarities between the two murders,
Mhm.
including posing, tape residue, using vinegar or
Mhm.
dish soap to cleanse the bodies.
Mhm.
They tested the body fluids from the perpetrator in Shreveport and found that the person also had type B blood, which is
Right.
what they found in Gainesville.
Correct.
And then they called that the revelation, if you would.
Right, because they interviewed him while he was in prison, right? Or am I
Mm,
jumping ahead of your story?
they haven't figured out that it was him yet,
Okay.
but yes.
So
So
they know he's type B blood.
correct.
Okay.
Correct. And that's what the type is in Gainesville.
So, wait, this is something where I remember hearing he was
Ooh, I didn't hear
secretor.
that.
So they're like, and this is something, oh man, god damn it. I wanted to look this up because I've
Hmm.
heard that term before, that
Secretor.
secretor and non-secretor, and I
Do you
don't
want me
know
to
what
tell
it,
you what it is?
please, I don't know what it is. And, but
Okay.
you tell me what it is and then I'll tell you what I
Okay.
think it is. Okay.
Okay.
Cause I think
So
mine is not right.
it means that certain individuals will secrete whatever in sperm or other body fluids that would allow you to tell you what their blood type is. And then there are some people who don't secrete those things, so you can test semen, but not necessarily know what their blood type is.
Okay. I was close.
All right, what do you think it was?
Okay, I thought, "Oh my god, this is so vulnerable. Please don't judge me. Please, everybody don't judge me." I thought secretor was somebody who, like, ejaculated, and then non-secretor was somebody who, like, couldn't. Like, I just thought it was a
I love
basic, like, or, like, like, not. I don't know what I thought it was. Okay. And do you
I
know I
love
never
it.
looked it up? I never all the times that we've been doing this, I've never once actually looked up what a secretor and a non-secretor was,
Mhm.
and I was gonna do it with this case to drop some knowledge right up in this,
Mhm.
and I'm glad I didn't because we are an hour and 22 minutes in. I have
It's
a
fine.
beautiful buzz, and I
Uh,
don't know if I would have told it right, so I'm just gonna go with what I thought it was.
do you know where I think I learned what a secretor was?
Copycat.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where I heard it first.
I feel like that's where
You
I learned
heard
it.
it there first, ladies
It
and
was in nursing
gentlemen.
school.
Yep. Copycat.
Okay, shortly after Detective Maine's trip to Shreveport, a Shreveport resident, whoa, Cindy
That's his aunt,
Jurasich?
right?
I don't know.
Is it the woman who was in the documentary or who was in the episode where go, just
I
go.
think they do interview her.
Okay.
She called Crime Stoppers to report that
Crime
they should look
Stoppers.
into
Mhm.
Danny Rowling as possibly being connected to the murders.
Okay.
3 months earlier, August 1990,
Mhm.
I'm going to say Cindy heard a news report about a string of murders that was happening in the Florida Panhandle.
Yes.
The report made her think about Rowling, whom she had met in Louisiana at her hometown church, and his possible link to the Grissom murder.
Okay.
Rowling had said deeply disturbing things to her and her then husband, Steve. He'd come over every night for a while, and then on one night, Steve came in and he goes, "He's got to go," Cindy said.
Yep.
She also said that Steve told her that Rowling had told him he had a problem. And she said, "What kind of problem?" And he says that he likes to stick knives into people. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What?
So
If anyone ever
I
told me that, I would, like, hit them over the head, handcuff them, and call the police. Be like, "You need a swab right now. Swab it."
so I was under the impression I don't know what the fuck I watched. That's what I'm gonna
Eh,
tell you, that she was a relative. The way that
no,
she
it
was
doesn't sound like
talking
it.
the way that she
Mm,
was talking about him in that Murder Made Me Famous is the one that I thought I was watching, so I'm gonna
mm,
cite that one as my source, Murder Made Me Famous.
mhm,
She was talking like she was a relative of his, like, that was
mm.
just Danny being Danny, and now I'm looking at the intranet, and they're saying that she is not a relative, but an
She was a
acquaintance.
church friend.
Wow.
Sometimes they feel like they're relatives. I
Well,
don't know.
okay.
Everyone said, or she says, she did dismiss the comments because she did not want to believe that Rowling could be responsible for the murders, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay.
News of the Gainesville murders haunted Cindy, so she finally contacted the police. And based on her hunch about Rowling's connection to the murder in both cities, she says it would not let me rest. One day I picked up the phone, I called Crime Stoppers, and I said, I think there's one guy y'all need to investigate, Danny Rowling.
Thank you for that.
You like that?
I thank you. And that really drove it home for me.
There it is.
Okay.
Investigators responded to the tip. They found Rowling,
Yep.
who had been arrested
Yep.
on September 7th, 1990. So, like, everyone kept saying, well, Humphreys is in jail and no one else has been killed.
That
Because
was
the
the
real
yeah.
killer was in
Yes,
jail too.
already in jail too.
Already.
And September 7th isn't he that it's not
A
that
week?
fucking far.
10 days
He
after
couldn't
he killed
even
them?
help himself.
Nope.
It's just
Ocala, Florida, he robbed a supermarket. Oh,
mhm.
they say 10 days after
10.
Tracy and Manny were
Yes.
found.
Yes.
Rowling was being held in the Marion County Jail about 40 miles south of Gainesville. And they were able to test him and that he had type B blood. And that led them on to the rest of the DNA.
Mhm.
Once the Florida investigators realized that Rowling had multiple convictions for armed robbery and all the rest, they were like, yeah, he could have also been responsible for the bank robbery that occurred on the day of Christina Hoyt's
Mhm.
um, had been found.
Yeah.
They returned to the evidence locker where the gun, screwdriver, bag of money, and a cassette player were stored and listened to the tape. There's tapes of him,
I
like a diary.
I heard did you hear him?
I just
I
forwarded.
heard
I don't
him.
need to
I
hear
heard
it.
him.
I'm like, fuck
Uh,
you.
yeah.
They
He's a
found
motherfucker.
tools. Mm, they found tools matching the marks left at the Gainesville murder scenes. They eventually found the small camp where he was like holed up in the woods
Yes.
like a fucking rat
Yes.
crawling out of his
Because
hole.
he bought some camping gear and
Mm,
then set up shop in the fucking camp or in a woods.
hmm The
Oh.
wooded area was very near the apartment complexes
Yep.
where these kids were killed. And they also found the audio diaries alluding to the crimes.
Mhm.
And then that's where I probably maybe from what he recorded that's where they found that on August 5th, before he started killing those kids,
Yeah.
he raped and assaulted Janet, but didn't kill her. So November 1991, he's charged with 5 counts of murder. Um, he was not brought to trial for nearly 4 years.
Did he
He's
plead guilty? I thought he oh, okay, he did plead guilty.
he said he wanted to be a superstar like Ted Bundy.
He can just shut the
Dickhead.
fuck up, is what
He's
he
a
can
fucking
do.
dickhead. Um, Before the trial could get underway, he unexpectedly pled guilty.
Okay.
And then subsequently, Rod Smith, the state attorney, presented the penalty phase of the prosecution. Um, oh my
I
God.
wonder I
During the trial, Court TV conducted an interview with Rowling's mother from her home,
mhm.
during which they could hear the father screaming in the background.
I
They're
mean, just
literally
you
interviewing the
know what,
mother.
dude? Shut up. Just shut up.
That fucktard was still alive.
You literally,
Ugh.
this is your offspring. This is
Mm,
your master project. This
mm,
is the result of all of your shouting.
mm.
And also, like, no. And wait, did he know that he was going to be sentenced? Like, did he know that this was a death penalty case when
I
he
think he
pled
did.
guilty?
I
When he
think he
pled
did.
guilty?
I don't know. I think it was always a
Because
death penalty case.
well, I mean, in Florida it was. Florida
Florida,
ain't
you do
fucking
some
around.
things right.
Florida ain't fucking around. But I feel like that was one of those things where they're like, if you plead guilty, we'll take the death penalty off the table.
Oh.
But this is going back to when I was a lawyer. So, yeah.
So April 20th,
Mhm.
94, he's sentenced to death. He was ultimately diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder,
No.
bur- border borderline personality disorder, and paraphilia.
Again, no, no, and no. I don't care what you're diagnosed with. It's like,
Well, antisocial personality disorder. Like, okay, so grandma used to throw this term around in the wrong way, and I didn't
okay,
know it as a kid. She would
okay.
always tell, like, I remember her telling Becky, "You're so antisocial. You're so antisocial," because Becky would, like, go out on stairs and didn't wanna, like, hang out with the family or whatever, right?
Yeah, she sure was a loner.
Antisocial personality disorder actually means
Oh.
people with antisocial tendencies do not believe that the rules of society apply to them.
You hear that,
They
everyone?
believe
My sister's dropping the medical knowledge on you.
so when I hear antisocial personality disorder, for some reason I hear grandma always saying this and I'm like, that's not what it is. It literally doesn't mean that you're anti being social. It means that you think the rules don't apply and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Do you know
And
what's
I'm
interesting
and
is that
it's
until
my
you said that,
world.
I kind of felt like I feel like I believed exactly what you just said. I feel like that's
That
what
it
if somebody had said antisocial, I'd have been like, "Oh, they don't like to be around people."
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I would have thought that that's exactly how I mean, they set
So
themselves up for a little bit of confusion there.
but that's the whole, like, no conscience and all that shit, entitlement, narcissism, like, all that goes together with that.
Okay. Okay.
So in prison, obviously people are like, "We wanna write a book about you, we wanna write your story, blah, blah, blah." They're all trying to,
I
like, cash in.
hate that.
Yes. And then that's when this bitch Sandra
I heard
comes
about her.
along.
I heard about her.
Who the fuck are these sick fucking people who want to
I
marry
don't
serial
know.
killers? Who the fuck?
I don't
Do they wanna
wait,
die like this is
wait.
suicide by someone else? Like,
I heard wait, that
what the fuck?
this little gem was actually when she was, like, 16, dated another serial killer, and I put him
Yes!
on our list to
You
talk
did?
about, and now I'm thinking I don't wanna ever talk about anything related to this case again because I'm in my, like,
Yeah, I
4th
heard that.
drink. You heard
That
it?
she
Oh, I thought you
that
heard my
she had
drink.
dated somebody who eventually became a serial killer.
So she has some disorders of her own that
Yeah,
she needs to work through.
yeah, yeah.
God damn.
You know what's crazy is that the age that these people are, they're
It's
probably
our
like she's probably like
age.
some no, they're way
Oh,
older than us.
oh, thank God.
She's probably like sitting
Somebody
in
needs
some
to be
fucking
older than
nursing
me.
home and somebody's thinking like, "Oh, she's just a sweet old lady," and she's a fucking psychopath herself.
Oh my God. I don't wanna
Makes you
think
not
about
look at
that.
little old men and ladies the
It does.
same.
Yeah, you just messed me up.
I'm
Those are
just
my
saying.
peeps, man. I love my little people. Yeah,
Just saying.
so this is where when I was listening to these podcasts, I was getting so mad because they were reading excerpts from
I
her
know.
book and his book, and I'm like, I
No.
don't care what they said. I don't
No.
care at all.
No.
Ugh.
So I got
So
all
wait,
like, no.
no, she was the one that he sang the song to. Yes?
Yes. He gets to make a statement because they commit him
We
to the death penalty. I'm
ladies,
sorry.
gentlemen, LGBTQ plus, we are not playing that song
Nope.
on this podcast. Thank you.
Th- Good day.
Good day. You can go listen to it somewhere else.
So as
It
I'm
was
listening,
horrible.
yes, as I'm listening, I think it was Morbid who included an excerpt.
Yes, they did. They did.
As I'm listening to it, I'm walking the dogs And I have the fucking shot collar thing in my hand, and I was
Oh,
like,
no.
and this is when
Oh,
that bitch should have
no.
been wearing a fucking shot collar.
I know.
The minute he started singing, there would be no excuse me. I'd be like,
You gotta back up a little. You gotta back up a little. When you're this excited, you gotta back up a little. Alexis is screaming at us right now. If I had a Q-tip when I heard that song, I would have jammed it into my fucking head.
yes, ew.
Ugh. God, finish this fucker off.
All right. He is, thank God,
Ugh.
eventually executed.
Yes.
And shortly before he's executed, he also
Bye.
confesses to the Shreveport
Yes.
murders.
Yes.
And then he has his last meal. He sings again. And
Just stop singing. Nobody
his
cares. Nobody's listening.
no, nobody gives a
Oh my
shit.
God, touch the
And
microphone on
his
that one.
death is witnessed by many of the victims' relatives. And they were all wearing a t-shirt that said long overdue, motherfucker.
Was that,
Remember that?
wait, is that right?
Long overdue.
Wait, this was the long overdue?
No, no. I just
Oh.
always will remember that she wore that t-shirt, long overdue, and I'll love her forever.
Oh, I don't remember. Wait, that was a different story or was that this story?
Yeah, no, that was a
Oh,
different Florida story, but yes, I think it
okay.
was a Florida story.
So you're making that up for this story.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying
Don't
what
do
I
that
would
to
love
me.
to have seen.
Oh,
Oh,
you said
yeah,
they
I
were all
forgot.
wearing t-shirts. Oh my God, you just confused me. You took me to a different place
Not
and I thought I was too drunk to understand.
I weren't truly wearing them, but I was being facetious.
Thank you. I didn't pick up on that. You sounded
I know,
really
because you've
serious.
had 5 drinks.
6.
There it is.
But
Mm,
you
mm,
know what?
mm.
Here's where I'm gonna justify what I did. You had 12 pages. So I had a drink for every 2
2
pages.
pages that I jabbered on.
How is that mathing for you? It's 9:15 where I'm at. We've been recording for an hour and 36 minutes. This is
Yep.
hands down our longest episode ever. But I'm going to take a
It was
minute
a
and
lot.
I'm going to give my sister a hell of a lot of credit right now
Oh,
because one of the
okay.
things that bothered me so much was that I had listened to episode and episode and episode, and I was like, "Why aren't we talking more about the victims? Why aren't we remembering that they wanted to be a teacher or an architect or
A lawyer.
anything, a lawyer? Why can't we remember?" Because you know what? At that time, we were not doing a better job. We were not doing a great job of making stories about the people who were taken from us. We were too busy letting psychos write their own fucking books.
And actually talking about their books like we give a
And
fuck.
we're not going to talk about his stupid, dumb, dickhead book. So, sis,
No,
are you listening to
no.
me? Good job.
Yeah.
Good job,
Thank
sis.
you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
very
I'm so sorry
much.
that I recommended this one because I literally
Thank
didn't
you.
know it was going to upset me this much.
Mm,
And it's been a hard week. It's been a hard
mhm,
couple of weeks because we started this
mm,
2 weeks ago.
mm.
And now next week is my
Good job.
week. Do we have one
No,
on the calendar?
next week is spooky
Oh, thank
stories.
God. Thank God. I
I'm
couldn't
reading
even.
wait, I
Okay.
started doing the research and stuff, and then, I mean, I'll say that lightly, people, that's not the
Yep.
real no, like, copying and pasting, but then it made me wanna read The Shining, so I started reading The Shining again.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Did I tell
it's a
did I
good
tell
book.
you did I tell you what book I read every fall and I'm so
Um,
excited?
Bag of Bones.
No. Oh my
Oh,
God,
that's a summer book.
sis.
I'm
I
just
read that in
saying.
July every year.
Oh, my bad. Okay, what do
Okay,
you read in the fall?
same author
Salem's Lot.
every year. Every fucking year. I am literally finishing up a book right now and it's 9/26,
Mhm.
2025. Whenever
Yep,
I this episode drops, I do not know, but I
yep.
can tell you I am legit on track to start Salem's Lot
Yeah,
October 1st. It's
love
happening.
it.
I'm so excited. And so I'm doing The
So
Woman in
maybe
Red.
Yeah. So
which
maybe
is
Salem's Lot. And oh, and by the by, this is not in order because this is going to come out after you hear the spooky ones because we're going to stick them in there so they fall on Halloween for us.
Oh,
So
you're
just
welcome,
disregard all this.
everyone. You're
But
welcome.
I think I'm going to do like Salem's Lot on October 1st and then
Okay.
November, like after that one, then I'll read The Shining because they're in the mountains and it's snowing. So then it feels like Thanksgiving
Oh,
and
I
Christmas.
love a Christmas haunted story or Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
wait, we all know we say the things, right? Don't
What
park next to
things?
vans.
Right.
Roll up your
Roll
fucking
up your windows,
windows.
lock your doors. Come on, Georgian, let's go.
All right, but
But
I can't say this enough.
BUT.
Smart enough to be in the National Honor Society, tough
Oh.
enough to be the offensive guard on the football team, and talented enough to win the male lead in Greece.
And this episode,
Mwah!
mwah, this
Mm.
episode is for all of you.
Oh, so I have to tell you a good thing I heard.
I'm glad you said that. Oh, and then we signed off and we're back.
And we're back.
I
The palm trees.
I was gonna go with the mural.
Okay, the palm trees.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody planted palm trees, 5 palm trees, and then they put their names on them, and they're wrapped in a white ribbon, always.
Yes,
Well
always.
maintained, always.
Yes,
And then
yes.
the mural. Talk about the mural.
So the mural was designed. It was designed
Mhm.
right after this happened, and it
Mhm.
was on like a main expressway area,
Mhm.
and it was originally maintained by the state, I think, or the city of Gainesville. But the
I'm gonna
university took it
raise
over. Please.
I'm gonna raise my hand. So I heard an interview with the guy who did the mural
Yes.
20 something years later.
Yes, yes, yes.
He says
He
they put
says,
the mural up in their
mhm.
honor, and he fully expected that it would be
Yep,
gone in a couple weeks because they would
couple
always
weeks.
paint
He
over
said
it
graffitied constantly
all the time.
all the
Not
time.
only did they never paint over it,
Goosebumps.
everybody kept maintaining it,
They
and at least 3
maintained it.
times a semester, they update the
Yes, they
paint.
update
It has
it
been there since the
since
90s. It's
since the
still there
90s. So,
in
not
honor of 'em.
not and again, I'm not saying that this is like, "Oh, that's what makes this okay." It's not.
No, it does not make it
What
okay.
what it
Mm-mm.
does is say that you are not forgotten,
Ever.
ever. We remember, you are not forgotten, and somebody down there they're doing a better job.
And I'm telling you, I put poles in my sliding door because I
Good,
learned something.
good. All right. Now okay,
Now.
now
Okay,
my
bye.
okay, now we can say lock your doors. Lock your
Roll up your
doors. Roll up
fucking
your
windows.
windows. Come on, George, let's go. Put the bars in the windows, get cameras, do all of
Mm,
it, all of it.
big dog.
And every
Big, big
once in a
dog.
while, tit for tat, right? If somebody makes you
Oh,
uncomfortable,
yeah.
you make them uncomfortable right back.
I love that. I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Thank you. Let's make
I
people
love that.
uncomfortable.
Let's make them uncomfortable.
Okay. Merch. TM, TM, TM.
Tim, 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 tim.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Mixed and edited by me, Marie Abenante, parentheses, sort of professionally, end of parentheses. Executive produced by my sister, Lisa Linsner, and me, Marie Abenante.
Music by John Bartman, track City Girls. Cover art by our beautiful and talented niece, Alexis Marie Guerrero.
And we did all of this on our platform called Riverside, which is very user-friendly and lovely, and I hope it sounds good and looks good, and Riverside, forgive us for embarrassing you.
And thank you.
And thank you.